Okay, today is February the 18th, 2018, Sunday, and right now at 7:15 p.m. we have a temperature of 50 degrees in the foothills of Los Angeles. The relative humidity is 81%. The dew point is 44 degrees, and the barometer is down at 29.94, as we have a low pressure system right here dropping down towards California. All right, so also we have a jet stream flow out here, which is being disrupted by an area of high pressure that's been installed along this area. There are several low pressure systems along this edge right along here. We have, starting with the Hawaiian Islands, there's an area of low pressure right here trying to spin. That is being disrupted by a transmitter. We can see a right angle right there. Same with the right up here, we have a similar situation. And of course, there's a low here and one right there. Now, the jet stream is being blockaded by this dark area of high pressure that's been installed. So the moisture right here is going to be forced up to the north. We can see that happening. We have a lot of evaporation right here to prevent this moisture from moving towards these low pressures along this area. All right, so we have a good opportunity for rain up here, which is dropping down, but unfortunately, we can see the transmitter activity, which is evaporating a lot of this moisture right on the jet stream. This is jet stream flow right into California. Let's go ahead and look at the jet stream map right now. And we can see the flow pattern. We have high-speed jet stream flow right into Oregon and Northern California, right where this low pressure system is situated and is supposed to drop down. So what is happening here, we have a transmitter which is actually evaporating all that moisture on that jet stream flow. Let's go ahead and look at that again. And we can see the effect, the evaporation that's taking place here on this big low pressure system. Now, as this drops down, it's generated some very large swells right off of the Oregon coast, 29 feet in height. That's the average height of those swells. And we can see that the jet stream pattern right here, the moisture has all been evaporated pretty much as it wraps back around that vortex. Back to the big map, we can see the pattern here. We have the jet stream here is being forced to the north, up and around. We've got another low pressure system right here in the Bering Sea. A lot of this moisture is continuing up and around and back down. And we can see that coming back down here. And then we have a transmitter right here. This is probably a satellite laser transmitter or microwave, which is completely evaporating most of the moisture in that low pressure. Now today, for the first time in several days, we've had some natural clouds in the skies as the barometer has been allowed to drop. The last few days we've had higher pressure over 30 inches, and that has maintained very clear skies except for in the southeast. The past few days, this flow pattern right here was much further north, and so we saw a lot of chemtrail spraying down to the southeast of Los Angeles. In the San Diego area, in the Orange County area, there was a lot of spraying going on. We see in the last day and a half, last 24 hours, this high pressure has forced this flow pattern to the south. And so this has been installed in place. As this low drops down, they are going to, the weather controllers, these terrorists that are controlling our weather, are going to maintain a wide berth between this flow pattern and this low that's dropping down. All right, let's take a look at the Doppler map, which is rather interesting. We can see that zooming out, looking at the entire west coast, there's some rain and snow in the Washington and Oregon area, and there is some rain and a little bit of snow up here in the Northern California area, but not nearly what we would expect to see with a system of this size. This is a giant system, and let's go ahead and look at the the swell map right here, which shows the 29-foot seas being generated by that low pressure system right off of the Oregon coast right here. 29-foot seas. We have 21 and 15-foot swells right here, which will be moving into Northern California from that weather system. But yet we're seeing very, very little amounts of rain and snow in the Northern California area. We do have some snow showers. We can see up here near Lake Tahoe, which is right on that corner, up near Carson City. This map's not working. And then we have rain offshore. We got some snow up in the Eureka area of Northern California. But really nothing too impressive compared to the size of this storm that's moving down the coast, this weather system here. It's not really a storm. Let's go ahead and look at the surface analysis map right here. And we have this cold front which is moving through the area. The temperatures have dropped quite a bit today. It actually feels like winter now. We've had 80 and 85 degree weather the last 10 days. And right here we see a trough right near Southern California. We have a low situated right here. And we have this other low which is moving down. But this has got an eastbound trek shown here. So we have a low right over Central California, it looks like. And this cold front, but with that transmitter activity, I don't think we're going to see any rain here in Southern California. They were talking on the news about maybe a few 1/100ths of an inch. Well, I don't think we're going to get any rain based on what we're seeing right now, but that could change. It all depends on how the transmitter manipulation proceeds. As I say, we've seen natural clouds in the skies today for the first time in several days. Looking at the southwest water vapor map, we can see some of these waves of moisture dropping down, but it's so dry. We can see the high pressure here, this rust color way down here on the far left of the scale, that has pushed all this tropical moisture away. Let's look at the infrared map. And we're right here in the foothill areas, right along in this area, just northeast of LA, downtown Los Angeles, over right there. So we're seeing some clouds in the skies, but despite the 82% humidity, it doesn't look like we're going to have any rain. Now, I hope I'm wrong about this, but we can see what's happening here. This is jet stream flow. And look at the evaporation right over this area from that transmitter. We should be getting a lot of rain right through the entire state as this drops down. Okay. Let's take a look at the Hawaiian Islands. We can see the low pressure right here near just west of the island chain right here. There's actually a low up here as well, which has got a right angle on it right there. And so the people in Hawaii, if we go to the Doppler map here real quick, let's zoom out and see what's going on out on the Hawaiian Islands. Get this map to work. The thing never works right. There we go. Okay, very good. All right, so we do have some heavy rain. We can see some pie-shaped cutouts. Those are the WSR-88D Doppler radars, which are masquerading as Doppler radars. They're dual function. They also serve as high-power microwave transmitters, which pulse high power out, and that evaporates sections of the precipitation, which we're seeing here on these maps. Those are run in part by the Department of Defense. You can see that straight edge. Triangulate these edges. They point right to an area on the Big Island, which has those transmitters, those ground-based NEXRAD. So we've got some heavy rain over the Oahu, island of Oahu. We've got Kauai up here. Straight edges all over the place here. We can see that. So obviously there's some manipulation going on. We have some very heavy, got some red here. So you may see some blizzard conditions up on Mauna Kea, I guess it's pronounced. These two 14,000 foot peaks. I can't remember the other one right offhand right now, but this is an amazing area geologically, the Big Island, all these islands. If you ever get a chance, go see the Big Island. I drove over 750 miles on that island when I was visiting. It's pretty amazing. Now, based on the height of these islands from the ocean floor, these are the tallest mountains in the world, taller than Everest and everything else. If you count the seafloor as the base of the mountain, so this is quite an amazing geological formation out here. These islands, they're all volcanic. But anyhow, we see the straight edges, and so they're getting some rain out there. That's good. Good to hear that. All right, so let's go back to the big map here. And we should be seeing a lot more rain as this thing drops down, but unfortunately, that isn't the case. We have this area of high pressure which is installed. This is pushed this tropical flow, which was much further north here about a day and a half ago. That's why we were seeing the chemtrails. That was being sprayed over. And the last 4 days, we've had 17% relative humidity. We're in the middle of February, in the dead of winter, and it's 80 degrees with 17% relative humidity. So today we have, right now, as they say, it's 82% relative humidity with a dew point of 45. So it's possible we could get some rain. It just depends on these people that are running these transmitters. If they pull a little bit of power off of this right in this area, we'll get some rain. That'll provide the lift. You see, this is high pressure. They're evaporating everything, and that's causing higher pressure. So we'll have to see what they give us. We got 8/100ths of an inch last Monday. Some of the weather apps are saying no rain tomorrow, and rain later in the week and the following Monday, and some weather apps are saying rain tomorrow. So we'll just have to wait and see what they give us. And so that's it. We'll just let's take a look here at the SSCC water vapor map. We can see that low pressure right over the Hawaiian Islands, which has a right angle on it. This is a 12-hour loop we're looking at. Area of low pressure right there with a right angle. And we have another second low pressure system right here moving in towards the end of the loop. Okay, if we pan over towards the United States, the continental U.S., we can see this low dropping down. Hopefully we'll get some rain from that. Okay, we'll just leave it right here and do another update soon. That's it.